So, greetings, my fellow Virginians. Thank you so much for listening to my video blog and overall position regarding the state of our economy and cost of living within the Commonwealth of Virginia. So, most of you are probably aware of my background is heavily vested in capacity building, economic development, trade and commercial relationship building worldwide. Okay. So I'm not going to talk too much about the state of our economy in the state of Virginia or cost of living. I'm simply going to ask a few questions and see if it will make sense regarding how I interpret the current market condition in the Commonwealth of Virginia. So, if you look at the purchasing power of most Virginians, on average, um, Virginians per capita makes a little less than 100,000, okay, per year. These are salaried employees or wage employees that are either uh, high school educated or has a master's degree, even though uh, the fluctuation in wage and overall salary in the state of Virginia depends on what part of the state you live in. Okay, because you can be a PhD professional in a community that can only afford and support less than 100,000 worth of wage. Okay, for your industry in the locality. So, with this said, folks, consider this purchasing power would be equal to the overall capacity of that individual to produce. So, if that capacity is less than what the market is requiring, okay, then there's going to be a higher pool of people that can support the demand for a skill level or overall capacity. And then you look at the cost of goods sold. What does it take to produce a certain product or service? Time involved to produce those products and services. So these are the things that you ought to consider regarding the overall market conditions in the Commonwealth of Virginia, obviously. There's tons of factors that needs to be considered regarding the cost of living and the local market economy in the state of Virginia, because there is quite a bit of discrepancies depending on where you're located within the state. So my position is the way that I'm going to develop it is in terms of the capacity of our market in the state of Virginia is basically kind of disrupt, certain market conditions that weren't yielding the optimum return on investment for the state and for our citizens within the Commonwealth. Okay. Um, there are certain conditions that have been preserved and it's a pre-existing condition that is no longer efficient and it's no longer relevant in the new world marketplace that we're going to have to tap into and review and evaluate. Okay, folks. Um, I'll most likely define those in my next couple of videos, and testimonials. But I just wanted to simplify this segment of my position because I can go on and on and on because this is my expertise, subject matter expertise regarding capacity building, economic development, and attracting foreign direct investment into the state of Virginia. So, I mean, you probably are going to go really bored listening to what I'm talking about if I were to, unload everything right now off of this short video blog on my position regarding the economic situation in the state and overall cost of living within the state of Virginia, because it really depends on your purchasing power. The more money you have, the easier for you to basically support yourself and support the market with your purchasing power. The less funds you have, then the harder it is for you to diversify your overall um, purchasing power strategy, right? So that's just the reality of things. But um, yeah, I'll discuss this further and expand on it on my other videos. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of flavor of my overall opinion and capacity regarding uh, the market environment within the state of Virginia and cost of living. If you want to learn more about my position on how I strategize in economic development, please consider purchasing my books, one of which is Face Economics, the utilization of the social media platform in economic development. It defines specifically how the market has been evolving regarding the utilization of the social media platform to support market development and capacity building, may it be in frontier or emerging market or in developed markets like the US. But also in books on certain strategies to deploy, which is barbecue markets and the secret economic sauce that you can also purchase on Amazon. So all my opinions and platforms and strategies are, fairly public. You can, Google search my name and my books and certain opinions. I have a YouTube channel called Face Economics TV. You can follow us there also. And I have a podcast available on Amazon Music and Apple Music and all these podcast platforms. It's called Face Economics Podcast. You'll see some interviews that I've done worldwide and even in the US. So it's not hard to find me. I think I'm the most visible, other than the incumbent that we're going against. I'm the most visible candidate in the primaries and general election that have, new world market environment experience in capacity building, economic development, and attracting foreign direct investment worldwide into the U.S. And also have worked for the federal government and supported, the U.S. Commerce Department in the past, and also served in the U.S. Peace Corps, supporting public diplomacy, economic development, and capacity building in emerging frontier markets of Central and Eastern Europe. So all of these are available online. I also come from a legal immigrant family who had to learn several languages to be able to influence hearts and minds and various markets. I'm pretty public. I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably one of the most visible candidates in this year's election in the state of Virginia for the position of the U.S. Senate role. Okay, folks, with this said, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, following us on our YouTube channel, share, like, and consider donating to our platform and, volunteering with us. We're extremely at a deficit regarding volunteers. We're such an underdog campaign. We don't have a whole lot of funds. We're not career politicians. I'm obviously not into, regularly requesting for donations. I'm trying to just basically serve our Commonwealth and serve our country and population. So I didn't have a specific agenda in terms of recruiting funds. So if you find it compelling and is convinced that we bring value to the marketplace and to the Commonwealth of Virginia and to our population, please consider donating to us so that we can continue to advance our campaign and our position. With this said, folks, thank you so much for watching. My name is Al Mina for Virginia. Thank you. Bye-bye.